All right, we're back. I was doing some garage cleanup this morning and realized that I haven't made an update in a while on this thing, and a lot has gone down. So I'm going to do a quick walk around on the bike, show you the things that I've changed and swapped out and some issues that I ran into, see if I can remember everything while I'm going through it. So I'm going to switch the camera over and take care of that real quick. All right, so here she is. Looks a little bit different since the last time I recorded. I'm just going to run through all of the stuff that I did that I can remember. I got the Woodcraft clip-ons installed, Brembo RCS19 clutch lever, reservoirs, cap, RCS19 brake lever, new grips. I installed these mirrors. These are just eBay guys with turn signals on the end that I had to wire up and run resistors for. You can see the resistors down there. It was one per side. I actually thought that I would need a resistor per signal, but it ended up working per side, so I installed them in the front. That worked out nicely. The Motion Pro throttle cable had some wear in both of the sleeves, so I ordered a new Motion Pro cable and got that installed. Interestingly enough, the clutch master cylinder I ordered on eBay from a private seller who had a lot of good reviews, and I wanted them to match, so that's why I ordered the brake side too. The brake side came first. I installed it. Then the clutch side came, and I tried to get it installed, but it wouldn't pressurize. It was doing some strange stuff, and the closer I looked at it, I started to suspect that it might be fake. So I asked around. I took it to the dealer. The consensus was that it was indeed fake. I've got some pictures that I'll link in the video so you guys can see those. So that was fun. The seller was not real happy about it. He didn't seem to think it was fake, so I think maybe he just had a fake one and didn't know it. I don't know. But anyway, it's been resolved. The new one is on. It works great. I like it. I also got the T-Rex frame sliders installed. I think those things look sweet. Slack is adjusted on the chain. As you can see, the fairings have come in. When I initially picked this thing up, it was completely covered in carbon fiber. A lot of the carbon was damaged, and I originally planned on replacing the carbon with other carbon, but it just proved kind of difficult to source, and I was having a hard time getting a hold of some of the suppliers that made the stuff, so I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to get it or not. I also, for a lot of the pieces, just needed to order one of them, not a pair. And the carbon stuff typically comes in pairs. So, as you can see, I'll just show you. The left side was damaged. You can see this has just got damage on it. Whoever had it previously repaired it with some fiberglass and looks like soundproofing foil maybe, or sorry, heat shield. There's another one here. Let's see. That one's good. Yeah, left side, yep, same thing. Damaged. So what I ended up doing was looked all over the place, found some pieces in the UK from a seller that had a pretty large assortment of stuff, and was able to order all of the pieces that I needed in white and replace this damaged carbon. I was still able to keep some of the carbon. I think I showed you that in the last video maybe. So yeah, I think overall it turned out pretty good. I got a little ambitious over the weekend and just put some of these together because I wanted to see what it looked like mocked up, and it's pretty sweet. It's gonna look awesome. I went with carbon fiber for these sort of shark fin things back here. The belly pan I already had, that was carbon fiber, so I wanted those two pieces to match. Rest of the bike is going to be white, aside from, you know, carbon fiber bits there, and then on the tail, of course. Also got these nice little plugs installed. Got the rear tail light in. Still waiting on a couple screws for this guy, so that'll get put in probably this week. Installed some rear turn signals. Again, eBay numbers that really just was trying to find something to fit the space that didn't take up too much real estate on the back of the bike or require too much modification. And I think they turned out nicely, so I'm going to leave them for now. Also got the Sato Racing hooks installed. Those are great. Those will be great for trailering without the passenger pegs on there. I also did a ton of work in the airbox. I've had the throttle bodies out already, had the airbox out already. That was a major job. I checked the valves while those were out. Also installed dirt tricks, cam chain tensioners on front and back at the recommendation of one of the other guys in the Facebook group. So those are in. New spark plugs were installed. When I initially installed the Motion Pro throttle cable, I accidentally flipped these. And when I installed it the first time, I had the throttle bodies out, so it was nice and easy to get them in there. When I realized they were backwards, I had already installed the throttle bodies, so I had to flip these while the throttle bodies were in the bike, and that was kind of a pain in the butt to do. I'm waiting on a hose clamp and a screw to get the fuel line run back in so I can reconnect that up right down there to the fuel. The tank is away at the paint shop getting painted right now. So when those clips come in, I'm going to get that fixed. Should be in time for the painted tank to get back. Then I'll get the tank on. Still have a little bin of bits and bobs over here that need to go back on the bike. I need to clean off the belly pan. The other side is just hanging on by one screw because I wanted to see what it looked like. I was getting a little bit eager to get the bike together, so just kind of did that so I could see it. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it, aside from the dilemma I've had with the exhaust. And that is, this bike has an Akrapovic, however you say that, Evo 1 system on it. And you can see the can is missing. I may have talked about this earlier already, but the can was pretty badly damaged on the end cap. The outlet pipe was basically snapped off and somebody had cut it out of the end can. I was going to try and get it repaired. I don't know if that's going to be possible or not, but I didn't really want to wait to get the bike going down the road while I was trying to get that repaired. So I think I've sourced a used Jester exhaust from one of the forum or one of the Facebook group member guys in the meantime for a pretty good price. So I'll probably install that and run it while I'm trying to get the Acra exhaust fixed. Other little things I've done that I think I've already talked about perhaps are rear brake pads, and then obviously pressurizing up all of the brake system and the clutch system. I think it's looking really sweet, and honestly I cannot wait to get this thing on the road. It's going to be an absolute beast, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to show everybody once it's going. So that's the update for now. If I think of anything else, I will make another recording and give you an update. Alright guys, so it's been a while again since the last update on this bike. I've gotten a lot done. Basically just waiting for the tank to get back from paint now. The guy is running a little bit behind. I was supposed to have it on Tuesday, and that didn't happen. I was hoping to get it yesterday. That didn't happen too. So I'm hoping to get it today and get it on the bike so I can get it started and maybe get out for a ride because it's really nice outside today. But I'm gonna flip the camera around and just run through some of the stuff that I've done since the last update. All right, so here she is in all her glory, minus the tank. I put the seat on yesterday so I could move it around the garage a little bit. I'm actually, side note, I'm thinking about putting this carbon fiber tail section that I have over here back on it. It has a little bit of damage. I don't know exactly what happened, but it's a little funky in this spot right here. I sanded it down and I'm just kind of like layering the clear coat on there, and then I'll sand it after that and buff it. It's going to be underneath, basically right next to the license plate light there, so it's not going to be too noticeable. And after looking at the bike, I think that tail might look really nice carbon fiber. But onto the updates. Look at that. Beautiful Acra exhaust, brand new. Got it from a guy in the Netherlands. It was missing the hardware, which I already had since the one that was on this bike was trashed. And the belly pan is installed. I added the heat shield myself. You can see on the other side there, the heat shield's back there. Basically what I did is I just wrapped the inside of it in some old Christmas wrapping paper that I had, and then cut that out to the shape and used that as a template to trace around the heat wrap that I got on Amazon, and then cut that out after I stenciled it and stuck it on, and it worked pretty perfectly. I had to trim a few spots just to get it perfect, but overall it worked great. The belly pan's a little bit dirty right now. You can see I got fingerprints all over it because I manhandled it as I was trying to get it on there, so I'll have to clean that off. But yeah, that's on. Take you over to the other side. Looking pretty good over here too. And then there was a little bit of scratches and scrapes on the frame here, and so I just kind of touched that up myself with a little rattle can I masked off the bike, and yeah, just kind of sprayed over it with a few coats and then buffed it shiny. I think it turned out pretty good. Oh yeah. Up here, since I installed the Brembo RCS Masters on the brake and the clutch side, there was no space for the clutch switch, so I cut the adapter off of the OEM one and spliced it onto this hydraulic one and put the hydraulic one in, and I got it all pressurized back up. Everything's good. Obviously I'll need to start it to make sure that that actually works well, but that was a nice little modification that I kind of came up with. Also got the foam on the airbox done. One of the guys in the Facebook group said to double it up, so I went double thickness on it. That should seal it nicely. On the gas tank, I got the air filter all oiled up and cleaned. That was kind of a process. We won't talk about that. May have killed some fish, I don't know. Got the rear spools installed. I'm still waiting on this replacement bleeder screw for this rear caliper because it's just mangled. So I've got to gonna bleed that once it comes in. I also ordered a new reservoir for this. I got a smoke one to match the fronts because this one is obviously been left out in the sun a little while, and then I installed this clear hose just because that was the only brake hose that I had in the garage anyway. And it looks kind of fun, so I put that on there. Yeah, that's basically it. Once the tank comes in, I'll have to put these tank vents on. I ordered these. I wasn't really sure what to get, so hopefully these will be long enough. I took the valve out. There's a little bearing in there for a valve. I just took that out since I don't really think it's necessary, but that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I forgot I ordered a new windscreen because this one I think was clear and whoever had it before just spray painted it. And it looks okay here, but when it's out in the sun, you can tell it was spray painted and it kind of looks like trash. So yeah, that be it. Can't wait to get the tank on. Hopefully the guy calls me today.